Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, it is time to take up my first new rank 4. Yeah, I know rank 4 is nowhere near as cool or exciting as the evident new rank 5s that are coming in. Still, it is time to do another rank 4 on my account. Now, currently, as we can see, I am sitting on 32 rank 4 6-star champions. They are actually very neatly organized, and there are a couple of champions that are quite obvious that I have not ranked. And this isn't actually even going by classes, because as we can see, I do have currently 7 science champions, only 5 skill champions, 4 really, because Thor Ragnarok is a useless pile of garbage, only 4 mutants. Then we do have 7 cosmic, so science and cosmic are dominating. Only 4 tech champions. And we do have 5 mystic champions. So basically every class is kind of fair game at this point, aside from science and cosmic, I would say. At the same time, there are a couple of champions that every single time I do a rank up video, I get comments about. When are you going to finally rank up these champions? Day number 398 waiting for KT1 to rank up this champion or whatever. And there are a couple of champions that I just have no good reason on why I have not ranked up these champions yet. Some of the most popular and powerful champions in the game that absolutely without a doubt have to go to rank 4 sooner rather than later. And one of the champions like that is obviously Ghost. That is quite clear here. Ghost should be a rank 4, and the sooner the better. And then out of all of the other rank 3s that I do have on my account, well, there are a few more that obviously are very strong candidates or are very popular right now. We have like Circes and Titanias and potentially Killmongers or Toads, or there are just so many good champions in this game. Penny Parker is quite obvious and null that a lot of people expect me to take up to rank 4. I know there are a few people wanting me to rank 4 Hitmonkey and Stark and Spider-Man. But I think the 2 most obvious champions that should by all rights in the world be at rank 4 at this point is Ghost and Tigra. Ghost and Tigra are some of the most popular rank 4 options for very good reason. They are extremely good at what they do. And there's just no great reason why they are not rank 4. So, one thing that I do primarily focus on when I choose my rank 4s is obviously Battlegrounds. So if I'm going to pull out Battlegrounds Season 4 changelog, you can see that both Ghost and Tigra should be very good champions for virtually all of the metas. Because here, well, especially for this victory track meta, if opponent doesn't start with an armor up buff, with Tigra you can basically prevent them from gaining one the entire fight. So Tigra is going to be great for the week 1 meta and victory track meta. Polka Dot Power Stunning Reflection, Tigra would be a very great option for as well. Then we have Hazard Shift and Incinerate, where Tigra is likely not going to work as great, but we do have Power Shield and Flux Dispersal, where Tigra is going to be insanely good. And then we have Ghost, where Ghost might not be the best for this electric defense one, but Polka Dot Power and Stunning Reflection, you can probably get away with using Ghost, but she's not going to be greatest for that. However, Hazard Shift and Power Shield with Flux Dispersal, Ghost should also be extremely good. So all things considered, both of these champions will be good for most important meta of the upcoming season, which is the final meta, and also the victory track meta, which is going to be where all the tournaments are being held. There, Tigra kind of takes the lead. So in general, both of these champions will go up by the time this season is ending. I can make a commitment to that. By the time Battleground Season 4 is going to be finished, I will take up both Ghost and Tigra, especially because this is a new year, 2023, and it is just a very, in my opinion, healthy mental attitude to kind of like get the things that you have to do out of the way as quickly as possible in order then to do more frivolous on things that you want to do and do some quirkier rank ups. Like I do want to get my Titania probably to rank 4. I think Omega Red has to go to rank 4 at some point. Probably Penny Parker also has to go up alongside Ghost. And, you know, there are still fairly small, I would say, but important subset of champions that I do want to take to rank 4 in near future. But my next rank 4 number 33 is going to be Tigra. And there is an actual reason on why I did not rank up my Tigra earlier. And the main point there is because I'm alright with Tigra. I'm definitely not like awful. Can use Tigra, and I got better at using Tigra because of Balgans largely. But she's definitely one of those champions where I do not have the best kind of control over the champion, comparatively speaking. And typically, in most cases, when I do see a rank 4 Tigra, I always kind of naturally assume that the person that I'm going up against is probably more proficient at using Tigra as a champion. That's kind of like one of the things that's characteristic of me as a player in more competitive game modes. I am fairly proficient at virtually every champion that, you know, is available in the game or that I have ranked up. I don't have a single champion where I'm like, nope, I can't absolutely use that champion, especially if I do put in a bit of effort, practice for it, you know, try to get it sorted out. I'm not necessarily the best with any specific champion. There are some champions, obviously, that I play better with than others, but, you know, I do not necessarily at this point anymore have, like, quote unquote, signature champion. You know, when Quake was at the top of, well, when 5-star Quake was doing everything, then, you know, that was kind of like the thing, one of the few things that I was more or less recognized in the game that, you know, I quaked fairly decently. But other than that, after that, I have used the whole barrage of champions, and there's a whole bunch of champions that I really do like and enjoy, but I haven't like completely selected a single one champion that, you know, I'm absolutely kind of like pushing all the time. Like we do have some channels with Mr. Negative, some channels, you know, with Overseer, some channels with, you know, Ghost still, and a whole bunch of different champions. And we obviously have Finn with Tigra and Kitty and so on and so forth. And as for me, you know, there was just never one thing like that. And therefore, when it came to Tigra specifically, her being one of the more skill and knowledge intensive characters, because that's also extremely important thing for Tigra, is that before you enter the fight, you need to know how to do that fight if you're going to do it in like competitive settings. And I just don't have the biggest amount of practice put in with Tigra or the biggest amount of knowledge. I still consider myself to be, you know, somewhat slightly above average user when it comes to Tigra. But at this point, it's just silly not to have her ranked up. Even if I ban her more often than most people do and things like that, still, you know, at this point I do think that you have to have your Tigra ranked up, which is why I did it. And now Tigra is my 6th Mystic Champion. And then my next rank 4 is all but certain to be Ghost. Because Ghost also has to go up to rank 4. Ghost is great. Ghost is amazing. Ghost has so many great matchups. And it's finally the time. Also, on top of it all, I had sigged up my Tigra all the way up to Sig 200 at this point. So, you know, that also works out there. And that is a fairly solid looking lineup there, I would say. Still, Juggernaut at the moment is likely the closest thing I have to like the most favorite champion for me. And I really, really do enjoy using Juggernaut. But obviously we do have the Tigra and the rest of them. And now I am at 33 6-star rank 4s. Hopefully we can add in another 1 or 2 in the next couple of days when we do get the Greater Banquet rewards. Obviously I do not know where I'm going to end up placing. I did not wail out in any massive way. I did luckily have 4.5 bit more million ballot chips saved up, which gave me some solid chunk of units to begin with. I did spend a bit of money when those Christmas deals popped by, but I definitely, you know, didn't grab all of them or do what I did on Cyber Weekend. So if I do get at whatever is that 1 to 3 or 1 to 5% range or whatever, where you get one new rank 4 of a random class, I'd be super happy with that. And we'll see where we end up there. But yeah, that's it. This was my 33rd rank 4. And there were a few people who were asking me to go over all of my rank 4s and explain exactly why I ranked up which of the champions. And that might be a video that's coming up in next few days or next week, but I definitely do have quite a lot of videos to catch up on, as well as I have submissions of some quite awesome gameplay that I need to share with you guys. So all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video, and if you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the good buttons, and I will catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next